Welcome to another session of our online class of biology. Today, I'm going to explain about the structure of human heart in the topic the circulatory system. First, we have studied about amoeba and unicellular organism in the last class. So, in that amoeba also, the materials are transported inside the cell and they will be sent out also by the process of diffusion. So this transport takes place by diffusion, but it is only a microscopic unicellular organism. So it is okay for the diffusion is okay for that organism, but the multicellular and large animals, if the transportation is by the diffusion process, it takes a long time. So it is not that process is not suitable for transportation of materials in the higher animals. So there is a separate transport system in the higher organisms. In the transport system of human being, the heart is an important part. So today we'll see the structure of human heart. Structure of human heart. So first we will see the external features of human heart. So this is the human heart. The shape of the human heart is it is like a pear. So it is pear shape. So it is the human heart, right, which is a pear-shaped structure. The shape is pear-shaped. Pear-shaped structure, and it is somewhat triangular in outline. This is like a triangle, triangular in outline. Right? So it is the shape of the human heart is pear shaped, and the outline is similar to a triangle. The anterior part is wider. This part is wider, and the posterior part is narrower. The anterior part is wider and the posterior part is narrower. Then the entire heart is covered by two layers. The heart is covered by two layers. This is one layer, imagine that, and this is the second layer. It is the heart is surrounded by two layers. The layers are called as pericardial membranes. The membrane is called as pericardial membrane, or it is also simply called as pericardium. Pericardium. Right? Then the space between these two here, this is the space between these two membranes. This is the outer membrane, this is the inner membrane. The space between these two membranes is filled with a fluid that is called as pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid, that is called pericardial fluid. Right? This pericardial fluid helps the heart and it protects from shocks. This protects from shocks. So here this pericardial membrane is with pericardial fluid. This pericardial fluid protects the heart from the shocks. So here this acts like a shock absorber. Shock absorber. Right? So this is the external face of the heart. Then in the heart, so externally, if you see the heart, for example, this is like a heart is a triangular, roughly triangular heart. So there, externally, we see a longitudinal groove and you see a horizontal groove. So by these two grooves, the human heart is divided into 4 chambers. 4 chambers. It is divided into 4 chambers. So these two are called as atria or auricles. Atria or auricles. And the lower two, these two are called as ventricles. These two are called as ventricles. Then the blood vessels are also supplied into the heart. So as all the body parts are supplied with the blood vessels, in the same way the blood vessels are also spread in the walls of the heart. Those are called as coronary vessels. So here blood vessels which enters into the walls of the heart are called as coronary vessels. Coronary vessels. Right? Then here in these 4 chambers, this is called as left side of the heart, and this is called as right side of the heart. So here, so our upper portion are 2 auricles, and lower side 2 ventricles. So this is called as left auricle. This is the left ventricle. This is the right auricle. This is the right ventricle. So here the heart is divided into 4 chambers. What are those 4 chambers? One is left auricle, left ventricle, right ventricle, right auricle. Right? So this is the structure of the heart is briefly. Then the blood vessels. So in the transport system, what I told, the heart is the important part of the circulatory system, and from here blood will be transported to each and every part of the body by the blood vessels. Blood vessels. So here the first type of blood vessels is arteries. Arteries. These arteries will transfer or transport the blood from heart to the various parts. Heart to the various parts. So what are the arteries? Arteries are the blood vessels which transport the blood from heart to the various part of the body. Then the walls of the arteries are relatively thicker, and in this in our human body, the largest artery. What is the largest artery? So the largest artery is the aorta. Then smallest one. Smallest artery is pulmonary artery. Pulmonary artery. The largest one is the aorta and the smallest one is the pulmonary artery. Then what is this pulmonary artery? So this pulmonary artery will transfer the blood from heart to lungs. The artery which carries blood from heart to lungs is the pulmonary artery. So this is about the arteries. Arteries are transporting blood from heart to the various parts of the body, and the walls of the arteries are somewhat thicker. And then the largest artery is aorta, and the smallest one is the pulmonary artery, which carries blood from lungs to the heart. Then another type of blood vessels are veins. Veins, right? So here these veins are the blood vessels which carry blood from body to the heart. So these veins transfer blood from our various parts of the body to the heart. So here, when we compare with the walls of the arteries, these are somewhat thinner than arteries. So the walls of the arteries are somewhat thinner. The walls of the veins are somewhat thinner than the arteries. Here, there are two important veins. One is superior vena cava. Superior vena cava. So here, this will receive blood from the anterior parts. From anterior parts like head and neck. Head and neck. So another one is inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava. So this will receive the blood from the posterior parts of the body. Posterior parts of the body. Posterior parts of the body. Means particularly from hands and legs, etc. From hands and legs, etc. Right? So this is about the veins. Then after here, these are the blood vessels which transport blood in our body. Right? Then the auricles and ventricles are separated by cross walls which are called as septa. So now we will see the septa and how they are. See here, roughly this is the heart, this is the four-chambered heart. This is the left auricle, this is the left ventricle, this is the right auricle and right ventricle. So there is a septum between the auricles and ventricles. Here, this is the septa between between auricles. Auricle and ventricle is the auricle and ventricle. This is between the two auricles. This is between the two ventricles. So here it is called as auricular septum. This is called as ventricular septum, and this is a right auriculoventricular septum. This is the left auriculoventricular septum. So this is auricular septum. This is auriculoventricular septum. So here there is right auriculoventricular septum. This is the right auriculoventricular septum. This is the left auriculoventricular septum. So here at the on the right, left auriculoventricular septum, there is an aperture which allows the flow from or flow between auricles and ventricles. So to control that, there is a valve. There is a valve. This valve is present on left auriculoventricular septum. It is with two flaps. 1, 2. These are the two flaps. This valve is called as bicuspid valve. This is called as bicuspid valve, or it is also called as mitral valve. Mitral valve. And in the same way, there is again an entry of blood from auricle to right auricle to right ventricle. There is also, to regulate this blood flow, there is again a valve with 3 flaps. 1, 2, 3 flaps. So this is called as tricuspid valve. So what are the use of these valves? These valves allow the flow of blood in only one direction. That is from left auricle to left ventricle only. Never from left ventricle to...
Do speaking.
Hello? Then the water, the blood cannot go back from left ventricle to left auricle. So that is stopped by the bicuspid valve or mitral valve. In the same way, the blood always flows from right auricle to right ventricle, but it will not flow from right ventricle to right auricle because there is a valve, tricuspid valve. In the same way, pulmonary aorta, which arises from a heart, also contain valves. Those are called as pulmonary valves. Pulmonary valves. In the same way, systemic aorta. So the main aorta which arises from the heart, that is systemic aorta. That systemic aorta contains at the junction of the heart and the systemic aorta. The valves are called as systemic valves. So this is about the valves present in the heart. So here it is the internal structure. It is some more clear than what I done here. This is the heart. Here, left atrium or left auricle. This is the left atrium or left auricle. This is left ventricle or left ventricle, and this is the right atrium, right auricle, and this is the right ventricle. See here, this is a mitral valve, or it is also called as bicuspid valve. And here this is here, it is a tricuspid wall. This is the bicuspid wall or mitral wall. And this is the aorta, systemic aorta, and this is the pulmonary artery. So blood from auricles to ventricles, from auricles to ventricles. From here, the left, the heart is divided into two equal halves. There is right and left sides of the heart. So this is the left side of the heart, and this is the right side of the heart. This is the left auricle or left atrium, left ventricle or left, then right auricle and right ventricle. So this is what I told, inferior vena cava, the vein which will take the blood from the hands and legs and all other posterior parts. Then superior vena cava. This superior vena cava will receive the superior vena cava will receive the blood from head and neck. Right. So this is the internal structure of the heart, and in the next class we will see the how the blood pumps in the heart. So today we have completed the external and internal features of the human heart, and in the next class we'll continue with the how the human heart works or pumps the blood. So with this we are closing our today's session.